Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tyson here, and today I want to talk to you about why you're still weak and why you hate it. Because I know a lot of us do hate being weak, right? Today is series 1 of a 5-part series where you're going to learn all the reasons why you're still weak, why you're not making gains in the gym, and why you feel like a puny little kid next to all the other big guys in the gym. Now, if you're like me, when I first started off, you probably did bicep curls, let's say bench press most likely, you did some ab work, and you kind of just fluffed around, maybe did some shoulder work, just basic shit, wasting a lot of time, right? And that's where a lot of us get it wrong, because we don't have a structured program, we don't know what we should be doing, and we just want to do what everyone else does. We see the big guys curling, so we're like, oh, maybe we should curl. We see the big guys doing ab work, I'm like, maybe we should do ab work, you know? But those big guys got big not from just doing that type of shit. Some of them did. Some of them have got good genes, and you can't do anything about that. But when you look at the greats, you look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, you look at Kirk Kowalski, you look at Ed Cohn, you look at Bill Pearl, you look at Dorian Yates, you look at all of these great people. You know what they all have in common? They all used heavy barbell exercises. They all used the compound movements that got them the best results. And this is where people are falling away, like where we're slipping up. You're using isolation exercises and you've got nothing to isolate. You know, you're trying to isolate your triceps, or you're doing your little leg extensions and things like that, but you can't squat or you can't bench 2 plates, and this is where everyone starts going wrong. So, what I want to talk about today is choosing the right type of exercises to get you the best results. And a lot of us don't know how to do it. So the first thing I want to talk about is when it comes to, let's say it's Monday. Monday, International Chest Day, everybody loves chest, right? Fair enough, fair call. So what would you do when you first come to the gym? Most likely it would be bench press, which is a good choice. A lot of us do bench press. But you'll probably do maybe 3 or 4 sets of 10 of normal bench press. Then you'll probably go to incline bench press, decline bench press, maybe some dips. Then you'll go to dumbbells. Then you might do dumbbell neutral press. All these things, right? You're just throwing everything at the kitchen sink and you're trying to see what works. So what I want to address to you guys today is focusing on the compound movements first, right? If you've chosen the bench press as a main chest exercise, that's really good. Another really good chest exercise is your dips. But they're not just good for the chest. These are called compound exercises, and the reason they're compound exercises is because they recruit more than one muscle. So when you're doing your dips, you're doing your chest, you're doing your shoulders, and you're doing your tricep muscles too, right? You're working your whole chest. You're not just working the lower chest or the middle chest or the upper chest. The same as the bench press. When you're doing the bench press, you're using your triceps, you're using your shoulders, you're using your chest muscles. Things like these, if you dig in your feet properly into the ground too and you brace your core, you're using your ab muscles too. You're using your legs to push into the ground. All these things, right? These are the things that are going to get you the best results. Now, in saying that, if you look at how these guys, like, you know, how the greats used to do it, they'd always start off with heavy lifting first, most likely. So what I suggest to you guys is start on the heavy movement first. So don't do like 4 or 5 sets of 10 with the bench. If you're going to do bench or you're going to do dips for your first, doesn't matter which one you choose, but you want to incorporate them both, do heavy work. So with bench, I would suggest 5 sets of 5. With dips, I would suggest 3 sets of 8. Or if you can already do 3 sets of 8 with body weight, put on some weighted dips. Get that chest built up. Get those triceps big and strong. You don't need to focus on all these little isolation things. Always focus on the compounds first, no matter what day. So, for chest, always start with your bench press, always start with your dips, right? They're the 2 biggest advocates I have for the chest, okay? They're going to get you the biggest bang for your results. You want to make sure you're lifting heavy with those weights, not just trying really high reps, because you actually want to build up muscle and strength. And the muscle and strength range between about 5 to 8 reps. Anything above that, you're getting into your hypertrophy, but you guys don't need that at the start. So let's say it's day 2 and it's legs day. Everyone hates legs day. You know, you might come in and you might do some leg press, do some lunges and things like that. You know what's going to get you the best results for legs and pretty much overall body health, like overall body composition in general? Squats. Everybody must be able to do squats. I don't care if you hate them. I don't care if you don't know how to do them. Look it up, learn how to do them. Don't just go in there stupid. But you need to learn how to do squats. Every single one of my clients, I had them squat. Every single one of my clients, no matter what their goal is, it might be you might want to lose weight. You know, you're like shit. I just want to lose some body fat. What should I be doing? You might want to gain muscle and look really good. You might want to gain strength, like I'm talking about today. You know, getting stronger. If you can squat heavy, if you can squat good, you are going to make way more progress than so many other people. I can guarantee you that. The squat is the holy grail of exercises. You know, and you guys have probably heard that before. You're like, yeah, Tyson, I've heard it before. I know what's going on. But are you doing it? Are you doing the squat? Are you squatting heavy? Are you squatting deep? Are you squatting enough? That's the thing, right? For my clients, if you guys are doing a whole body workout 3 days a week, squat at the start of every workout 3 days a week. Don't give a shit. I do not give a shit. Learn to squat, squat heavy, squat often, because the better you get at a squat, the more muscle you're going to recruit, the more efficient you're going to be at that movement, the more muscle and strength you're going to be able to gain. So, start of legs day, do your squats first. Then really, like for squats, I would do the same thing. Either do 5 sets of 5 that are pretty heavy, 3 sets of 8, you know, things like that. I would actually suggest 5 sets of 5 because that way you get in a good amount of volume and a good amount of work for your squats. After squats, it really varies. For me, you know, you could do your lunges, you can do your leg press, you can do your hamstring. It doesn't really matter as long as you're focusing on the big leg movement first, which is your squats. Then I would go leg press. You can still go pretty heavy on that. So that's day 2 if you're doing legs. So number 3 would be your back day, right? For back, I would always start off with deadlifts. Deadlifts, you know, everyone goes, oh, but they use your hamstrings, they use your calf muscles. The deadlift works pretty much from everything from the baseline of my skull down to the back of my feet. That's the back. What do we class as the back? I class it from all the way down, right? And the same type of thing, I want to do heavy deadlifts. You guys want to get stronger, you've got to lift heavy, you've got to lift often. With the deadlift though, don't lift too heavy that you fuck up your form. I suggest doing something that I didn't do at first, but once I started doing it, I got a lot better technique, and that is recording yourself. Put a little camera there. Who cares if people are watching you? At the end of the day, you're going to fix your technique, and they're going to be fucking up their form and not watching themselves. It doesn't matter, because once you see yourself lifting, you go, okay, I need to arch my back up more. I need to engage my glutes more. I need to push through with my heels more. The more you record yourself in the gym, you can actually see what you're doing, like where you're keeping your form better, especially with the deadlift, because that's the most dangerous. You're going to be able to see, oh yeah, it's going to be so much better. And once you start making little arrangements, it's going to make a whole lot of difference. But, as in saying that, for back, heavy things again. Deadlifts first. If you can't deadlift because you might have an injury, do chin-ups or pull-ups and bent over rows. They're my 3 go-to for backs. Deadlifts first, if you can. Deadlift heavy. Deadlift I would actually do maybe 6 or 7 because you don't want to go too heavy at the start, just in case it's breaking down your form. So like 6 to 8 reps, maybe 4 sets, nothing too much. You don't want too much with that. Your pull-ups and chin-ups, if you can't do them, use a band or use them assisted. Like I said, all these compound exercises. Or bent over rows. Bent over rows are a great back builder exercises. So they're your 3 go-to. Same again, lift heavy. This is why you guys fuck up, because you try and focus on all these little isolation movements. Focus on the compounds and lifting heavy. Now let's say you've gone chest day, legs day, back day, and today you want to do shoulders. Focus on the military press first. That's what I want to say for shoulders. Right? I don't know if you guys have done the military press. I don't know if you've heard about it. Or it's called the strict press, or it's called the press. It is a great, this will test your strength. You can't use any leg drive. You just have to stand there, straight from the top of the chest, pushing it above your head, right? Locking out all the way, locking the elbows out. This is gonna put your money where your mouth is, because you can't use any cheating on this. The strict press, it's called the strict press for a reason. You can't use any momentum to get it up there. That tests pure strength. Same thing for that, I would do 5 sets of 5. You know, just to get started with you guys to improve your strength, use all those exercises 5 sets of 5 except for your deadlift. Just don't want to go too heavy at the start, right? When you guys start doing more compound exercises, when you start lifting more heavier weights, because these compound exercises are actually going to allow you to lift heavier weights, you're going to be able to recruit more muscle fibers, you're going to be able to push yourself that little bit harder because you are using more muscles, and you're going to make a lot more gains and get stronger, especially when you go in lower with the reps. Because a lot of us just want to get the bodybuilding mentality and get the big pecs and get the big arms and things like that, right? We all do. We all want to look good. That's what it is. But if you guys just stick to that stuff, you're not going to get stronger. You're still going to look like that skinny kid from high school that everyone remembers. You might have a little bit bigger arm muscles, but who gives a shit? At the end, oh wow, you look good. Fucking excellent. You've got big arms. But then again, you finished high school and girls don't just give a shit about big arms anymore. So what I want you guys to do is focus on those compound movements, start lifting heavier, don't focus so much on the isolation movements, and just try and progress every session. Try and add a little bit more weight to the bar, try and push yourself that little bit harder, try and lift that little bit heavier. If you focus on the compounds, I promise you that you'll make gains and you'll get a little bit stronger. But that's not all. There are other ways that are going to help you get stronger, because if you're only using that and you're not using the 4 other ways to get stronger, then you're missing out on a lot. Then you're potentially leaving your gains on the table. So that's what I've got to talk to you about today, guys. Stay in tune for tomorrow for the next episode, and I'll see you tomorrow.